Hey everybody, here's our weather video for you tonight. We're going to be tracking our next winter system moving in, and of course, wouldn't you know it, on a Thursday. All of our winter systems have landed on Thursdays, and this one's going to be no exception to that. We're going to start by showing you the radars. I'm recording this. It's about 9:40, give or take, Eastern Time here on Wednesday night. First little wave of moisture moving through. We've got some sleet and some light snow out there. This will make for some slick roads because temperatures are only in the mid-20s, so this isn't going to melt, but it's nothing major. The somewhat more significant system will come tomorrow, but just watch for some slick roads now, and you can see what the radar looks like here about, again, 9:38 Eastern Time as I'm recording this. What you're looking at here, this is for the system tomorrow. And the blue shaded areas, those are all winter weather advisories. The pink shaded areas are winter storm warnings. And the winter storm warnings are just southwest of our viewing area. But much of our area is covered under a winter weather advisory. Technically, it goes into effect in the early afternoon tomorrow, Thursday, and runs till the early morning hours on Friday. Basically, it's Thursday afternoon and most of Thursday night. It'll be over by Friday morning. The southeastern counties, we don't have an advisory. We'll probably see more of a cold rain there for times where there'll be more of a mix to the north. But if you're in a blue shaded county, you are under a winter weather advisory for Thursday afternoon and into Thursday night. And here's why. A lot of moisture streaming up into this area from the south, and of course it's overriding the very cold air. And we already have some moisture over the area. That's the bright white you're looking at on the water vapor satellite, but if you'll notice to the southwest, there's kind of the main low pressure down there, which is going to shoot up this way during the day tomorrow and tomorrow night, and that'll be the main player for us as we get into the day for tomorrow. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you our in-house computer model on the timing, and then we're going to look at the models themselves. First of all, overnight, wouldn't shock me, some areas along I-70 and south between, say, 3 and 5 a.m. may see a little bit of some light mixed precip. That looks to be pretty light, but of course it doesn't take much to cause a problem. But notice in the morning, say 8, 9 o'clock, I really think we're going to be okay. We don't really see much during any of the morning tomorrow. It gets here by late morning, early afternoon. This is why the advisory kicks in the early afternoon. We start to show the first signs of this around 1 in the afternoon to the southwest and then advancing to the north. And by around 2 o'clock, we anticipate a lot of this to cover most of our viewing area. Now notice the south and southeast, we've got it as a cold rain, then as a mix, and then as some snow to the north. So we're going to have all kinds of precipitation across our area, which makes it tough to forecast. But the farther south you are, the better chance maybe at least at times going into just a cold rain. This will continue. Now we're looking at between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This would be fairly heavy at that time on the sleet freezing rain, I-70 and south, but again, looking like rain, say Vincennes and Washington and Lagodi, and lighter snow to the north. And then eventually it all gets out of here during the overnight hours, and by 2 or 3 a.m. Friday, it's gone. Again, this is our in-house model. We'll show you what all the rest of them look like, and you can compare the times, but it's the afternoon hours on Thursday into Thursday night, and then after that, Friday is fine. Everything will be gone. So let's see how these compare. This is the European model for 7 a.m. on Thursday. Maybe some leftover light snow, but not anything big. The main system will be arriving later. This is 4 p.m. on Thursday. This one shows mostly rain in our southern counties, but then by about 9 p.m., I-70 south, it's got some rain, then a mix, and then some snow, and then it's pretty much gone by 7 a.m. on Friday. That's the European model. Here comes the GFS. 7 a.m. as we head through the day Thursday. Again, maybe some light snow, but the main action is still to the southwest. It arrives in the afternoon. This is 4 p.m. on Thursday. You can see snow north, and then a mix really all the way into our southern counties. This one's showing. And this is about 9 p.m. on Thursday. This would intensify some of that sleet freezing rain, snow north as we get into about 9 p.m. And then this is the Canadian at about 7 a.m. on Thursday. Again, we may have some light precip in the morning, but it's mostly later when it picks up. This is 4 p.m. Canadian model. I-70 north, sleet freezing rain with some cold rain to the south. This is at about 1 a.m., midnight to 1 a.m. Thursday night. We've still got it in the area. Again, maybe just cold rain south-southeast. And then by 7 a.m. on Friday, it's pretty much gone as well. So the timing is pretty close on these to where it starts in the early afternoon, peaks in the evening, and is gone by the overnight hours into Friday morning. This is our NAM model. This is 7A Thursday. Again, it shows a little bit of some light precip in here. This is 4 p.m., a little bit slower, but it's already into our southwestern counties. And this is about 7 p.m. on Thursday. This is probably when we're in the peak of this during the evening commute. Again, this is showing some rain south, mix, and snow. So we're going to have all kinds across the area. And this is 7 a.m. Friday. It's pretty much gone. So when most of you are up Friday to start your day, we should be down to hardly anything left at that point and everything kind of moving out. So let's talk about what kind of precipitation and totals. European snowfall, this is total snowfall. It does not look like a big snow event. According to this, our area would be generally under 2 inches of snow. This is the GFS. I think these numbers are a little too high. It shows near I-70 and north in the 4 or 5 range. You can probably cut that in half. I think that the GFS is too heavy, but it shows some of the heavier snows to the north. The NAM model shows generally I-70 area 1 to 2 inches. That's about it. Doesn't show any to the south because it's mostly rain. And this is the national blend of models. I use this one as generally a pretty good kind of a blend, an idea. And it's got I-70 at south with under an inch and some of the northern counties an inch or two. You kind of get the idea. We don't think this is going to be a huge snow event, but a little bit of some snow will be possible. So in-house model, to give you an idea, you take, say, the Terre Haute area and point south, 3/4 of an inch or so and less than that. The south, hardly any. And the northern areas might get close to 2 inches, but you got to go pretty far north. Again, this is our in-house model. So let's talk about freezing rain. This is the European. It shows most of it in our southern counties and fairly light. This is the GFS. Now this one shows more, 1/4 of an inch or so along and south of I-70. That would be a problem now, and you're getting up to 2 to 3/10 of an inch. So we got to watch that. This is the Canadian. Again, not major, but a little bit in the area, but much heavier to the south. And this is the NAM. It shows kind of spotty in the area, depending on, when we've got the rain to the freezing rain. But we do show some in the area, 1 to 2/10 probably. This is sleet, and I think there will be some sleet in this. South of I-70, 1 to 2/10 of an inch. This is the GFS. A couple tenths of an inch of some sleet. And this is the Canadian. It's slightly heavier, 2 to 3, maybe 4/10 of an inch of sleet. And this is the NAM. It is heavier. We're 1/2 of an inch to an inch, probably too heavy, but 1/2 of an inch, give or take, of some sleet out of this. So we definitely think sleet's going to be mixed in. So this is our in-house model on ice. This would be freezing rain. By early on Thursday morning, we really don't show much. That tiny little bit in the south may produce some very small ice amounts, but most of this will start to pick up after that. So I stopped this around 4 p.m. Now we start to see a little bit of the freezing rain, and pick a location near you and watch those numbers. They go up some, but again, right now we're thinking 1 to 2/10 of an inch of ice. But remember, it doesn't take much ice to cause a problem as far as travel. So we do anticipate some freezing rain and some sleet in this before it's all said and done. So here's the forecast then for you. Again, tomorrow afternoon, evening, into the darkness hours, we have the wintry mix, more rain south, mix, some snow north. We don't think a ton of snow overall. 36 the high. A 34 Friday, so even though it's over Friday, we're above freezing, so we already start to melt this, and it will melt away. What we get will melt away for the weekend. We're up to 44 Sunday. And then the pattern slows down. We calm down with some drier weather. No big storms into the weekend and into the middle of next week. As a matter of fact, probably late next week before we see the next system, and temperatures getting back into the 50s. So there is some better weather. By the way, next Tuesday, Wednesday, we start March, so we're almost there. But anyway, we're watching Thursday in the afternoon into the darkness hours and a winter weather advisory for most of the area for a mix of winter precip. So just be careful out there and allow some extra time. There's probably going to be some issues with schools as well because of the possibility of some of the slick roads.